Dex, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again for another footy talk. Lewis, what's good, my bro?
Yo, what you saying, man? Can you hear me all good?
Yeah, all good, my bro.
Nice. Yeah, we're garbage. We're absolute garbage. It feels like all of my belief is just dipping by the week. But here we are. Out of the FA Cup, which apparently doesn't matter that much because at least we can focus on the Premier League and the Conference League now. Yeah. Great. That's what matters when you lose to a Brighton side with no home win since November. But yeah, there we are. How was your weekend, though? I saw you guys got a late winner against Leicester City. I didn't really get to watch the match like that, but
Game was
at least
rubbish.
one of
The
us
game
went
was
through to the
rubbish.
next round.
Exactly. The game was rubbish. We got cooked, but we won, innit? That's all that matters, really. In cup competitions, it's about getting over the line. But it's just funny because it shows how quickly things can just sour in football. Do you know what I'm saying? A few weeks ago, Chelsea fans were optimistic and feeling good, and now, do you know what I mean? Questions need to be asked, bro. And this is exactly how I feel as well with United. It's like the more that the more that I'm seeing what's going on, the more like I'm not really sure what I'm seeing. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's the same with Chelsea. At the beginning of the season, we thought that we were seeing a team that could that was comfortably going to finish in top 4. People were saying that they could finish second. People were saying that they could compete. They never thought they were going to win the league, but people thought they were serious contenders to kind of upset the Arsenal and Man City top 3 thing. And it's dead. And that's dead, bro. Like, it's all mad.
It's beyond that, though. Like, I never believed we were going to be in a title race and, like, whatever, fine. But that doesn't mean that the form that we're on is acceptable. And it also doesn't mean that games like that are acceptable. And now I get we've complained a lot about how poorly we've handled both transfer windows. But ultimately, that wasn't a good Brighton side. And we barely created anything against them. Even without a striker, I put that down to the manager, because how are you not able to create openings against that back line? How are you not able to get our forwards in a position to, like, actually be threatening them? We know Gusto don't really do the inverted thing. I've seen us play with wide fullbacks before, and it's actually been good performances, or performances that have not really been a problem in terms of fullbacks. It's been more of a problem in terms of getting Nicholas Jackson to finish. But you look at the way that we played, like, no, you can't, like, get a goal handed to you in 15 minutes and then proceed to not even test a goalkeeper for another 85. That's just a poor game plan, if anything. That and a mix of poor execution from the individuals as well, because you got both Palmer and Nkunku just dropping deep, nobody in the middle being the outlet. Both Sancho and Neto weren't effective on the wings. Since again, only Caicedo, I think, was the only player that looked good coming out of that game. So it's a mix for me of both. Players didn't turn up on the day. Manager didn't have any other plan once the first plan didn't work out. And for Brighton, it was just be solid defensively and just wait for a mistake from Chelsea, because that's all teams really have to do against us. We are the kings of giving away stupid goals. Trevor Chalobah ball watching again. He did it again. This is why I like Chalobah. He's a good player. He's a squad player. Man, need to stop overdoing it with him. Like, actually, like the savior's returned and all of that. No, we've got a bit of experience back. That's it.
I hear it.
That's it. Like, when it comes to wings, Neto, very one-dimensional. I get it. He will be so much better for us if we have a target man up top. But, there's not one there. Why are you still just crossing to nobody?
But man are saying he'll be better if people are saying he'd be better if he had a target man, but his crosses aren't going to anyone. So, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what difference is it going to make, bruv? You could have prime Alan Shearer in the box, bruv. His crosses are not nowhere near his teammates. So you can just slap the ball in the box, bruv. He's crossing to no one.
See, this is the thing. He's good at them, and I've seen it in past games. But for the last one, it's like some were in the right position. A lot of them weren't. But even then, nobody is in the middle. So why are we crossing? Why are we crossing? It's just the easiest turnover of possession you can have. And Nkunku, like that moment where he got the ball 1v1 with the goalkeeper and he tried to pass it to Palmer, is the number one example for me as to why he should have been the one to go on loan and not João Felix. I get Nkunku ain't a 9. Felix also is not a 9. But I think he suits that role better than Nkunku does. He will give me a little bit more than what Nkunku does. How has he been the one that we've sent on loan and not Nkunku? A guy who's looked lost this Chelsea squad all season. Let's just call it what it is. I don't get it, but the way everything's been handled around this club has been a mess this season. From top to bottom, man. Maresca's got to hold the smoke. The sporting director's got to hold the smoke for these 2 windows. Clear Lake have got to hold the smoke for still having these 2 bozos in charge. And these players, look, I can't lie. Like, you guys just haven't turned up over the last 2 months. A lot of you. And
how do you fix this, though?
Well, for me, number one, if you're going to play Gusto, overlap the fullbacks. Like, we've seen enough this season to know that Gusto don't do the inverted role. So at least try and invert him. Cucurella, I wouldn't necessarily say you have to do that. He's actually pretty good when you put him in an inverted role. But Gusto clearly can't do it. So why keep persisting with it? And to be honest, he makes a great point as well. Whenever we go 1-0, we seem to like relax. We seem to become so much more passive. That's a constant. I've noticed whenever Palmer scores first, we don't win. Whenever we score first, we don't win. How many times I've seen Palmer wheel off, celebrate, and then he's like got his head down at full time because we ain't got 3 points. It's nearly all the time. It's just getting very predictable.
I hear it, but like the stuff you said about the fullbacks, the manager's not going to change that. He's not going to. Do you know what I mean? And this is the problem with these a lot of these modern managers, bro. Like they've got the way that they want to play, and they're just going to play that way no matter what, regardless of what the strengths of the players are. So
no, but I've seen him play wide before. That's my thing.
Who in Cuckoo? I mean, not in Cuckoo. Sorry,
no, it's in the wide fullbacks. I've seen him do that against Crystal Palace.
I see he inverted. He's been inverting Cucurella, yeah, and it's been working for you lot. And then he just kept doing that, bro. I ain't seen you play wide fullbacks in a minute, bro.
No, it's not a regular thing, but I've seen him doing like one-off games, and it says to me, okay, you can do it. So like, why don't we try it a little bit more? I think we tried it second half against West Ham. We tried it against Crystal Palace. There's evidence of it being done before. Can we try that again? Because clearly, like that's what Gusto's best at. He's an overlapping fullback. Clearly ain't comfortable doing the inverted thing. So why bother? Try have Cole Palmer coming off the right-hand side 1 or 2 times. I don't mind him being in the right pocket. My bigger problem has just been when Palmer's been playing off the left side. I've said that on here before. Like, there's been a period where it's Cole Palmer on the right first half, Cole Palmer on the left second half. Clear drop-off in his impact in the second half. Just keep him either on the right side or in the right pocket, one or the other.
Yeah, for real, brother. I think he's got to play. He's got to play in that right half space. I think that's where he does damage, innit? Like, I think, like I was saying that to Don yesterday. He's saying, "Oh, like he plays better centrally," and it's like in all the big games he don't. Like, that's why people are getting onto him saying, "Oh, like in the big games he can't cut it and this, that, and the other." But like, bro, like centrally he just don't do it. He doesn't do it, in the bigger games because there's too much pressure on the ball, and he's receiving the ball 90% of the time facing away from the goal, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he's a creator. So I think that they just need to go back to the basics and play Cole Palmer on the right-hand side, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's it. Even for England, he plays on the right, bro. Like, I don't get it, man. I honestly don't get it. It's not to say that he can't play centrally, but it's like, you'll be better off playing him on the right-hand side because nobody's holding down that right-hand side. Madueke's not holding it down. He's not good enough.
Nope.
And Neto's hot and cold, bruv. So just play Cole Palmer there.
I could hear it, not even just for that, but when he's playing in the right 10, it's like it's more about him being creative. And that's great until we realize that we just don't really have the goal threat like that. And Cole Palmer could be goal threat within himself. So, like, I wouldn't mind us trying him on the right-hand side either. Sancho, like, for as ineffective as he was on Saturday, give him some runners around him. And then, like, I think you start to see him move the ball just a little bit quicker. Maybe I think that's the one thing that could get him to kick back into life a little bit more because
but that's
now
the thing. That's
running the narrative. No, because now everyone's running the narrative that he's been garbage all season for us, and he hasn't. He's had an off couple games, and that's been about it. But get him some runners around him. Maybe you'll start to see him move the ball a little bit quicker, as opposed to what we've been seeing the last few games.
Yeah, well, of course he moves the ball quick, and he plays 2-3 touches here when he's got runners around him. If he doesn't, then he's not gonna do what people want him to do. Is just get his head down and try and take people on by himself. That's not how he plays football. That's not even intelligent football. And this is the funny thing. Like when I see people getting onto him, they're getting onto him because he's not just getting his head down and just trying to run by himself. But no good footballers do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like no good footballers do that. And that's the point. Like when you look at him at his best, it's when he's got runners off him, whether it's Cucurella inverting, or whether he's got a striker in front of him that he can play through, bro.
Like Enzo next to him as well, for example.
but this is what I'm saying. So people are doing too much, bro. Obviously, it's weird United fans that have some obsession with him, yeah, which is very, very strange because once a player leaves my team, like I don't really care like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just not that deep. It's not that deep at all. But these men seem to be obsessed with him, which is weird. And then I don't know, you've got a small Chelsea contingent because it's not a big one. Do you know what I mean? That want to scapegoat him, yeah. Like you ain't got a bag of players that have been 10 times worse than him.
Facts.
10
Sancho's one
times
of the
worse
last
than him.
players I'm really gunning for this season. He's been off for about 3 games, if that. That's it. There's been way other players. Like Noni came on for 20 minutes just to get dominated by Tarek Lamptey, and he's like half his height.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Well, there you
You're
go.
meant to be the impact off the bench. Like, yeah, I can't be asked for Noni. I won't front.
There you
I really
go.
can't be bothered with him.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
So
see
like
how much I've been struggling to defend this guy over the last couple of months. It's just
he's
long.
awful, bro. And then
Wrong.
obviously Felix has come out. This seems like a bit of a jab at your manager, to be honest. And he's right in a sense, bro. Like he's right in a sense, bro. Listen, just because you've got attacking players on the pitch, it don't mean you can't defend, bro. It doesn't mean that, bro. And that's my issue with my manager as well, bro. Like this guy's playing 2 defensive fucking wingbacks all the time, and it's like we're still conceding goals anyway. So you playing your defensive wingbacks here doesn't make us more defensively responsible because we're conceding anyway. So play some fucking attackers, bro. Because we can still defend with attackers on the pitch.
No, I hear it. Like I always thought João Felix deserved more minutes anyway. So
you did
at least off the bench. And if you had brought him on a bit earlier, maybe his agent is going to be pressing to send him on loan everywhere throughout January. But I mean, here we are. João Felix could have been a good asset for us with this striker crisis that we have, but we didn't want to try that at any point. We just wanted to keep playing Nkunku there, who looked like a ghost in Conference League games up front. But cool, great.
No, 100%. You're saying that you play 4 attackers,
I'm hoping for Noni Jackson to come back.
Mad thing. Noni Madueke plays because of his defensive work rate, blood. Because he don't play for his ability on the ball in attacking areas.
He don't even do that no more.
He's fucking
got
woeful,
so much
bro.
lazier defensively.
Yeah, but like, that used to be his thing.
Yeah, I used to praise him for that start of the season. Now that's just disappeared. He's gone back to losing the ball and just throwing his arms in the air and just walking back.
Yeah.
And I can't be bothered with it anymore. Like, it's just reverting straight back to type. At least, like, when Jackson was on form, he was showing me levels. He was giving me a player that was calling the most informed striker in the league at a point. I ain't said that with Noni. I've just said, you've got a bit better than last season. And now you just reverted back to type. I can't be bothered. Like, Neto will at least do me the defensive work. Neto,
but that's Neto as well. Neto's a dog.
Deliveries and be like, you need somebody else, someone to get on the end of that. Noni,
he's a dog.
I can't even say the end product's great.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Neto's a dog as well. He'll give you that defensive work rate, but his end product is not there, bruv. It's not there. So that's both of your left side. I mean, your right side. Your 2 left-footed players. Ain't really giving you nothing. Now, I mean, there's no reason why João Felix wasn't getting more minutes for Chelsea, really.
Yep.
Like, there's no good reason.
I'm seeing AC Milan putting him in wing positions. We could have tried that. When we got knocked out the Carabao Cup, I was thinking, why are we playing Dewsbury Hall at right wing when João Felix is playing in the 10 and he's refusing to pass to anybody? Just play him on the wing where you can just get the ball and shoot.
Yeah, but Felix can play anywhere, bro. You can play anywhere across the front line.
Why are we playing a midfielder at right winger then? That's more what the problem was.
Yeah, but this
is at right back too.
But this is the thing, though. But this is what I'm trying to say. I just think that the manager has such a rigid way of thinking what profiles need to play where, bro. And instead, when you look at that Chelsea, all of Chelsea's attackers, they're all mad fluid. Like they can all play pretty much in all the positions across the front 3 anyway. Do you know what I mean? And some of them can play in the 10 as well. So there's no excuse to not do a trial and error, mix and match until it works, bro.
Because we saw a lot of that in the first half of the season. That's why we're praising his game management and his tactical tweaks.
Yeah.
I feel like something's changed in the last month or two because we're not seeing it as much anymore. Like there was good changes against West Ham and everything, and then Like, yeah, we lost both strikers, so even the options off the bench weren't great. But there was no secondary plan against Brighton. When our first plan didn't work, we just kept trying it and hoped something worked out, and nothing ever worked out. Brighton got 2 chances, 1 dodgy goal on top, and that was it. We're out. Because that's all it needed to be. We didn't come in with anything except let's just hope the first game plan worked.
It's true. That's what I mean. And yeah, Felix is better than most of your attackers. I agree. I completely agree. But this is why I don't understand why they let him go. Do you know what I mean?
I think him and his agent forced it because of the lack of game time, which I understand.
But then just fucking play him.
Yep.
Like what's the problem?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of fallout these guys had, although ultimately Maresca didn't want him anyway. So, like, you also got to look at that. I think Guillaume Balaguer came out and said that around December. The only player that he wasn't keen on getting was João Felix. It was just forced based off the Gallagher deal.
Oh, Fez.
Yeah, because I was meant to be on Rodion, weren't it? Then that medical failed, even though it passed for Porto, and we decided let's go get João Felix instead.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like, managers are weird because obviously I heard the manager come out and obviously he said, I think it was about Sancho and was it about Palmer and Felix or something like that? Or Sancho?
People pay to watch Palmer and Felix.
People pay to watch these men play and that, and then you just don't play him. Like. So it's like you're talking like you rate man, but you don't rate man.
Maresca's he's been caught out for contradicting himself quite a few times on these press conferences. It's all about like we don't need Trevor Chalobah. We've got all these other centre backs, and then we needed Trevor Chalobah, so we brought him back. The whole stuff about like our targets for this season just being to just get better by the match day and all of that, but it's okay for us to get knocked out of the FA Cup because we can concentrate on the Premier League. Figure that one out. And then it's even coming from up above as well, because they're the ones also saying that top 4 isn't a target yet. We need top 4 for the front of shirt sponsor. We need top 4 for the Nike deal that's apparently going to get halved if we don't get UCL this season. And we need it because Jordan are literally waiting for us to become serious again to sponsor us. But apparently we don't need top 4. Poch got sacked last season because we didn't get our targets of top 4, but our targets now isn't top 4 after we spent another 250 million. How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
That's the thing. A lot of the stuff that we're getting just seems to be lies. Everything just seems to be lies. Like Maresca was asking for a striker or window. Then he comes out and said he was happy with the window afterwards. It's like,
but he's always gonna say that though. This is what I mean about these managers, bro. It's like you don't know what is true and what's just man saying what they're supposed to say, kind of thing. You really don't know.
Like, I get it, but it's like it feels like man are just insulting intelligence with the amount of switches per week. It's like, okay, if you're going to try and just like tell us something, don't flip flop. Don't tell us one thing and then tell us something different afterwards.
Yeah.
Because that don't make any sense.
No.
And then you just get dumb briefings after every single defeat. Like we got a briefing that we brought in another rugby guy this week. Because something about him bringing winning mentality and experience. You couldn't have brought in a player for that. Why'd you have to bring in a rugby player? And they've tried. It's the first time, not the first time they've tried it. They tried it under Potter as well. Graham Potter. They brought in another rugby brother to try and improve the team's motivation and all of that crap. And we finished 12th. So clearly, he did a crap job. Why are we doing it again?
I don't know. But who's in charge of overseeing that recruitment anyway?
Probably our sporting directors, Winstanley and Stewart.
Yeah, well, boy, I don't know. I see Chelsea fans, I don't know. I started to sour on them as well, bro, because before everyone was talking about how good your recruitment is. And now everyone's side-eyeing it, saying that you're bringing in players in the wrong fucking positions or you're neglecting key areas.
It's because we brought in all these players to try and get rid of nearly all of them. It's like, you spent all this money and then, okay, Dewsbury Hall, you're now trying to get rid of him. Waste of 30 million. João Felix, you're now trying to get rid of him. Waste of 40 million. And Kunku, waste of 50 million, but we have the nerve to try and like raise his valuation to 60 million. Where did his
Who's gonna pay
value
that?
go up? Where?
Mm.
Mark Hugh can barely get minutes. Jorgensen can barely get minutes. Tosin free transfer. Like
Yeah, that would
a
be
lot of
complete profit if you get rid of Tosin anyway. That's probably why you bought him, just to flip it.
yeah, like it seems to be that sort of way. But when you look at the window, we're trying to get rid of the majority of the players that we brought in, and the only areas that we've really strengthened is the wings. I can't even say goalkeeper yet because Jorgensen still needs to have a run of matches.
Yeah.
So it's like you look at the window, you look at the depth that we've spoken about, it just feels like a lie. Well, it just feels like a lie. The midfield depth, we tried to get rid of it. The defensive depth, we tried to get rid of it. Renato Vega's gone on loan as well. Loki, all we've done this window is injure our Conference League squad as well. So all of that talk about depth, and we don't rate that depth after all.
No, I hear it. I hear it completely. Big up for the super chat. Man said Madueke and Neto are shit, to be honest. But Sancho needs to leave the Prem and go La Liga. Him at Barca would be cold. Bro, I think he'll be cold at any team that want to play, that do want to play possession football, and he's got movement around him. I don't necessarily think the Prem is an issue, but I think that the culture surrounding football in this country is shit in it for players like him. I'll be honest, like the best technical players in this country tend to just get disrespected the most. It's always kind of been that way, and it's not getting no better in it. So it's I don't know. It's a weird situation for me why he wanted to stay in England anyway. If that could be my only criticism would have been, bro, when he was leaving Man United, should have gone Juve or something like that.
Like, do you want to come back to London or something?
Yeah, exactly. But bro, like London's always gonna be there. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
I hear it, but I think that's probably what the reasoning was behind it. I think
it probably was, but it wasn't a career decision. Do you know what I mean? It was a personal decision, and it's like when it comes to your career, you don't necessarily have to make these personal decisions, bro. Like football, you retire young, bro. You got the rest of your life in London if you want to be in London after you fucking retire at like 33, 34. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're still young.
I hear it. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Because like he's fully stifling himself. Like he's spending his best years at places where you're not getting the best out of him. Because really, he's 24 years old now. Like he's deep into his prime now, bro.
He's had a lot of minutes for his age as well.
But that's what I'm saying. He's deep into his prime, yeah, and he's not being utilized. And his confidence can't be high, bro. It can't be high. So it's a very, very weird situation. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just think the football culture in England is terrible, bro. Do you know what I mean? They just like tryhards, bro. They'll rather that you try really, really hard and achieve nothing. That's the reality. That's the reality.
We've had that conversation about how many players like that's what, because with Sancho, everyone's getting at him because body language and work rate and all these other intangibles and stuff like that. And it's like, look, just say he's not been as effective the last couple of games, and we can talk about why he hasn't, and then that's it. But we are not going to act like this guy's been garbage for months. I've seen this guy cooking fullbacks all the way up until the Man City game. Like he's been taking the mick out of fullbacks. And we're going to say just because he hasn't got an assist in like how many games. Okay, cool. Palmer hasn't had an assist in how many games? Why? Man ain't burying chances. It's the same thing. Sancho is dead ass one of the last players that we should be going at. But he don't do all the off the ball stuff or
but the thing is he defends though. He defends though. Like his defensive work rate is there. He gets behind the ball. He does his defensive duties. Do you know what I mean? Because he's not fucking picking up the ball, and trying to run past 3-4 players every time he gets it, And they would rather he tried to do that and he lost it, bro. And then they would criticize him for that anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because he don't look like he's running at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, their man went from Sancho can't take on his guy to he doesn't take on his guy. So which one is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that he can't take players on. It's just that he's an economical footballer. So he'll do the high percentage thing most of the time because that's what smart players do.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, even for like the bad performance that he had on Saturday, he wasn't as bad as Neto for me, or Noni. He was still our best winger out of all of them.
Well, there you
It's
go.
just-
But that's the
it
thing.
was-
Like when man saying why can't he prove people wrong by performing in the Prem? He does perform in the Prem.
Yeah.
Like
Like
what's
a
man
month or two
talking
ago, we were
about?
calling him the best left winger in the league, or competing with the likes of Luis Diaz in that
Bro,
role. For
he's
example.
Chelsea's best winger most games. A man is saying he don't perform. That's bollocks.
It's not true.
Do you know what I'm
It's not
saying?
true.
Because man will say that man are performing and man are not playing better than it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what man want, bro. The bottom line is, yeah,
What they
you
want is
just-
goals.
yeah, bro. You just want GA, yeah. And the thing is, even when he was getting GA, it didn't matter. The facts are, you just don't like the way he plays, bro. And this is what it is. And this is the conversation, yeah, that I have with that I had with Don as well. People are putting their preferences, yeah, on reality, bro. I don't care what your preferences are. If a player's not a player, if a player's not innately mad direct, if you don't like them because they're not direct, don't pretend that they're not good at football just because they're not direct. Because there are a lot of players that are direct and they're not good at football, but you rate them because they're direct. Like, who cares? Being direct does not make you good at football, bro. If you're direct and you're directly turning the ball over every time you get the ball, how is that more beneficial
That's
to the
Noni.
team?
Noni's direct.
Well, exactly. But how is that more beneficial to the team? It's not.
You know
But
what it
it's
is?
the
It's
way
just people
it's the way
notice
English fans want
it
to
a bit
see
more.
football. It's the way English fans want to see football. They think that high tempo, yeah, just bare sprinting and bare directness is good, bro. The same way they think good football is just end to end, really quick football. It's not, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's the lack of
that's
education.
exactly why Chelsea fans. This is the thing, because now I'm hearing Chelsea fans talking about, I'm so bored watching Chelsea now. I miss what it was like last season. Last season was a lot more end to end. Yeah, because we didn't have any control and because we were getting cooked every other week. I get it. We're not in good form. We're not in good form right now. I will take this football every day ending in a Y over the disgusting football I saw last season, because at least I know we're in control. At least I know our problems come down to ourselves. Last season, like, it was just, we could literally be handing the game over to the opposition. This season, the game's just, we're not killing them off and they're capitalizing on it. It's coming down a lot more to ourselves. But people are bored because there's too much control. There's too much possession. That's why, again, I was saying Sancho was still the best winger for us, because he wasn't just doing stupidness and getting dispossessed. It was just, he wasn't impactful. That was the problem.
There you go. But man is saying he wasn't impactful, but nobody was, bro. This is the funny thing. How can you blame a player for not being impactful when no one's impacting? Man are going on like Chelsea are winning games 7-0, yeah, and Sancho's not contributing. Yeah, but this is the thing. Man are talking like Chelsea are winning 7-0 and he's not contributing, you know? Like, bro, it's ridiculous. Like, it don't even make no sense. Oh, he's not impacting the game. Who is then? They're losing. And they've been on a semi-losing streak. So when you're saying he's not impacting the game, who is, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
Who fucking is? But this is the point. But man want to look, yeah. But man want to look to scapegoat someone. It makes no sense, yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. At the very least, he wasn't losing the ball nearly as much as the other two. Neto's just crossing
because he
nobody.
doesn't.
Yeah, that's why he was. But that's why he was better out the three wingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm saying, that's my benefit. That's why I was not as angry with him as I was with the other two, because at the very least, when you're not being impactful, you're not giving the ball away stupidly. Yep. Like, there's just no big moments or anything like that. Neto's crossing to nobody. Noni's just getting like clamped by Lamptey every time he gets into a 1v1. At least with Sancho, the worst I'm dealing with him is that he's got to pass back or he's got to pass sideways. There's got to be one or the other. At least we still have the ball.
Bro, but like, even this conversation about he needs to shoot more. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
In positions for that.
Well, exactly. And this
He
is
was
what I
picking up
mean,
the
yeah.
ball in like wide areas all the time.
Bro, this is what I mean, yeah, about football fans, bro. They don't get it, bro. Because man will say he needs to shoot more. Bro, if he was in areas, yeah, that it was low percentage and he couldn't shoot from and he was shooting, man would be saying, why is he shooting from there? I know I would be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I know I would be, bro. Like the
Yeah,
amount of times I get
that's
pissed
what I was
off
saying to
when the
Mudryk
ball,
all the time when he just
bro,
cut inside and shoot
cut
at
inside
Shedappa.
and then shoots it into Rosette, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the funny thing is, yeah, I don't mind seeing football fans get football players get slandered, yeah, because at the end of the day, yeah, it's part of this online discourse. But the fact is, I haven't seen one coherent argument against him. It's all just waffle, blood. I ain't seen no coherent argument. He don't shoot
The
enough.
majority of the argument is just GA. That's all it is.
Well, of
I'm just
course it
making the
is,
GA
bro.
argument.
But this is the thing. Man said he don't shoot enough. But bro, if you look here, most of the time he shoots, he either hits the target or scores. You know why? Because he shoots in high percentage situations, bro. Because that's when you're supposed to shoot. All this speculative shooting from fucking long range and all of this shit, yeah, bro. There's no point because most of the time, the reason why Sancho doesn't shoot is because he sees a passing option that's better and he chooses that. So man are getting onto players
by nature, so that don't surprise me.
So man are getting onto players for passing to his teammates. This is ultimately the long and short of it is man don't like him because he passes to his team instead of trying to run by himself. Like, how does that even begin to make sense? How does that begin to make sense? The same thing with Xerxes
Someone in the chat said it perfectly. GNA based analysis. If you ain't getting GNA, then you ain't effective because you're a forward.
Well, there you go, bro. And even
we've seen this argument numerous times. Like that argument's been run for Hazard time ago.
Yeah, yeah. Man are saying that he don't shoot enough, yeah, but Højlund doesn't have more shots in the game than Xerxes. He doesn't. So when man say that he don't shoot enough, Højlund don't shoot enough because he can't control the football. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. So, man, it's not like Højlund's getting bare shots, yeah, because he's not. Man are going on. When you watch a game with Højlund play, he doesn't get a shot in 90 minutes. And then man say that Xerxes don't shoot enough. Like, no, you just don't like him because he's not the profile of striker that you like. So now you're going to try and make it out that he don't shoot. But the reality is neither does Højlund, bro, because he don't get in positions to shoot. So it's the dumbest thing I've seen. Like, I seen something from Fabrizio today. We're being linked with the lap. Chelsea and Man United, and man are saying Man United are yeah, they're saying Man United are Manchester United are targeting someone that can play in the 10 and a proper number 9. Proper number 9 has to be the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard in my life, bro, because it doesn't exist. It actually doesn't exist. So it's mad funny. If you go through the history of football, yeah, and you look at all of the big teams, yeah, in football, yeah, and you look at all of their strikers, they're never the same profile. But man talking about they're looking at a proper number 9, bro, and it's just a dig, yeah, because you just don't understand football, bro. That's all it is. It's a proper low IQ statement. A proper number 9, bro. Like, what we talking about? Like, bro, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Thierry Henry, yeah, spent the whole game anywhere but in the box and scored loads of goals. So by definition, he wasn't a proper number 9. But nobody spoke about him not being a goal hanger.
Deep and holding up play for fun.
Well, there you go. Or Idago Johnson at Chelsea as well, who was not a proper number 9. Do you know what I mean? Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was probably the only number 9 that you lot had. Do you know what I'm saying? So when it did... Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This proper number 9 shit is bollocks, bro. It's cap, bruv. Berbatov won a proper number 9, apparently. Neither was Teddy Sheringham. Neither was Dwight York then, because Andy Cole was the only one that was really more of a box player. All the rest of them, man, were more link, man. So this proper number 9 thing is weird, bro. It doesn't make sense. Isak is one of the top scorers in the league. He's not a proper number 9, by definition, because he's everywhere. So what a man talking about proper number 9, bro? Like, just say man want Gyökeres,
bro. Buzzwords.
Bro, just say you want Gyökeres. That's cool. Do you know what I'm saying? But don't try and twang people with this proper number 9 shit, because that don't exist, bro. Every number 9, yeah, is slightly different in profile because everyone plays the game differently, bro. Do you know what I mean? Suarez never played the way Aguero played, the way fucking whoever played, bro. Like, no 2 9s are the same. So it
No, I
doesn't
feel like
matter.
the average football fan ain't gonna notice stuff like that.
No, because they're dumb, bro. But this is why there's certain
But that's
man
who the
that
media are trying to cater to, isn't it?
I understand that, but this is why I can't have conversations with certain people because they're idiots, bro. Like this is the reality. Because you can
That
score loads
sounds
of
very
goals and not,
relatable.
bruv, you can score loads of goals and not be a proper number 9 because by definition, Benzema wasn't a proper number 9. People can say that Osimhen's a proper number 9, but he's not going to score more goals than Karim Benzema. So does that mean? So what does that mean then?
Guess
What does
you'd
it
rather
actually
someone
mean?
than a proper number 9, innit?
That's what I'm saying. A proper number 9, bro. I'd rather someone that's actually good at football, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm saying a proper number 9, yeah? Like fucking Victor Osimhen's got a trampoline first touch, bro. So what? You'd pick Osimhen over Benzema if you had the option because Benzema's not a proper 9 and Osimhen is. That don't even make no
Some
sense.
people might.
But that even make no sense, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when man talk about this proper number 9 thing, it doesn't exist, bro. It don't exist, bro. Like number 9, yeah, is just a position on the field, bro. That's all it is. It's not a profile. It's not a profile. Because Firmino played in the 9 for Liverpool, and he was an attacking midfielder when they signed him. Like 9 is the position, bro. That's it. It's not the profile. So so I don't know. Do you get it? Do you know what I mean? That's
No, I
like
hear
me
it.
saying, when man is saying, oh, imagine having Palmer on the right, yeah. A man said, oh no, we need a proper right winger. What do you mean, bro? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, it doesn't work in any other position, you know. Like, imagine that.
You gotta explain the role better. Like for me, in terms of striker position, I need somebody with some box presence. We even saw from Mark Key with like 20, 30 minutes of him playing against West Ham, or you have with someone with just a little bit of an idea what they're doing in the box. Look at the equalizing goal. Man takes 2 West Ham players with him, opens up space on the right-hand side for Neto to expose.
Yeah.
Just like that. Now, if we had someone with just a little bit more like experience in that role, who knows? We might have a better option for us in certain games where we're struggling to kill games off. But
yeah, facts.
We ain't had that.
And even Wayne Rooney in his
all
prime
of our window just getting that rugby brother in and Strasbourg's succession plan for their midfield. That's what we thought our priority was.
I hear it. Do you know what I mean? Facts, guys. Peak Rooney. Rooney was not a number 9 at any point in his career, bro. He didn't even wear the 9 at Man United because Rooney won a 9, bro. But he was scoring goals. No one said, oh, we need a proper number 9. Like, it doesn't make no sense. And Rooney was everywhere. So it's all a fallacy. Same with Harry Kane, bro. This guy's playing in DM blood and he ends up getting on the end of crosses. Do you know what I mean? So I never heard anyone say that.
So much ground.
I've never heard anyone say that Kane's not a proper 9. I've never heard it, bro, because he scores goals. So, like, what are you talking about?
Like, that's what a proper number 9 is, a guy that can score goals. That's what the idea is.
Yeah, well then Cole Palmer's a number 9 then. Because he scores goals.
That don't work, does it?
Do you know what I'm saying?
And that's why the proper 9 crap is bollocks.
But this is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no position on the pitch that you're not allowed to score goals from. So this proper number 9 shit is crazy. You don't become a proper number 9 just because you get goals. It doesn't mean that. Because there are a lot of proper number 9s, like old school number 9s that don't get goals, blood. They don't get goals, bruv. Like, you could argue that Giroud is a proper throwback target man number 9 and he ain't a goal machine.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a goal machine.
Most selfless 9s I've seen.
Well, there you go, innit? So again, like, it's foolishness, bro. Like, there's no such thing as a pure 9. You've got some players that are facilitators. You've got some players that are finishers, very good finishers, and they don't have an all-round game. And then you get players like Henry who are both, and they're very, very rare, where they can facilitate and score a shitload of goals. And that's the reason why Henry is held in such high esteem, because he can facilitate and score goals. But most of the time, there's a trade-off. Benzema could facilitate and score goals. Again, a very rare type. But a lot of the time, you get guys that score loads, not really facilitate, and they're quite selfish. Or you get guys that are less selfish, like the Bobby Firminos of this world and the Girouds that will do the ugly stuff. But yeah, they don't get the goals, bro. That doesn't mean they're not proper nines. It doesn't mean that. So that conversation is proper, like it's low IQ shit. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just all it is. If you want someone that can lead the line and run the channels like old school, and you want a fucking Ollie Watkins or something like that, that's a different kind of striker again. Someone that's going to stretch teams and run the channels. Do you know what I'm saying? But Erling is a proper number 9. And if he's not scoring goals, you don't even know he's on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know he's there. So is that what your preference would be? Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got different profiles and everyone's got different preferences for what they like their striker to do. Personally, I like my striker to be able to play football.
Same. Like if you're having a bad game, at least be able to get other people into the game as well. That's why I've had a lot of patience with Jackson this season.
Yeah,
because that's the sort of player that he is. He can. You look at the game on Saturday. Even with how bad Jackson's been in front of goal, we missed him so much, much.
No, because he gives you more than just goals. He stretches the pitch.
Yep. And he also, the decision making, the ball carrying, the strength on the ball, lots of things that he has in his game that Nkunku doesn't. So even when the guy 100%. Isn't burying chances, he's still such an asset to the team. That's why our only hope on Friday is that an out of form Nicholas Jackson is back.
No, I hear it.
Because if he isn't, I don't know what we're doing on Friday other than
what was he injured or suspended? What happened?
Him and he both had knocks after the West Ham game. Jackson had to come off early. Now his is more of a short-term injury than Hiu, so hopefully he's back on Friday. But same way, like if he isn't, Maresca's got to figure out a different game plan because whatever he tried on Friday didn't even create like a clear-cut chance. And that comes down to tactics. If you can't even create anything, like that's coming down to the way that we're playing. So that has to change. Yeah,
I hear it. And yeah, I hear this about Jackson not being clinical, but he starts a lot of the attacks, bro. Like even from the way he receives the ball on a half turn and he breaks and stuff like that. Chelsea definitely miss him when he's not playing. It's one of them ones where they definitely do need a striker, but he's serious. Do you know what I'm saying? So
you just need a different profile to him. That's it. Just something for like tougher games against tighter defenses, or if you need to cross a bit more.
No,
I've been asking for that for 3 windows and we still ain't got it. So what's the point of me continuing to ask? These men clearly don't want that.
No, I hear it, bro. And yo, man said as a City fan, I'm not confident tonight, bro. You know what it is with the game tonight? Yeah, it's like it's a very, very weird one because I don't really care who wins, innit? If City gets smoked, yeah, and Pep crashes out, I think that's good television. But then at the same time, yeah, I just don't like Real Madrid. So like I'm just not really fussed, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not really fussed at all, bro. Obviously, it's that Vinny and Jude in it, bro, and Mbappe, bro. Like, bruv, can't stand it.
I'm with you as well. Like, I'm not really that fussed, so I'm just going in for my own incentives now. I need that coefficient to go up, and I need City to have more fixtures, so they need to go through.
I hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? I fully hear it. I know, man.
I want to be confident about top 4. So I'm just trying to believe in my team now.
Well, they're playing Tchouaméni at centre back. To be fair, he plays well there, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man are saying that man are saying, the right back, obviously Vinny versus Nunes. But bro, honestly, Vinny's a weird one, yeah, because Vinny gets stats, but most of the time I watch him play, he's shit, blood. I'll be honest, like it is what it is. I don't even think that football, the game's gonna come down to isolated. It's gonna come down to isolated matchups. I just think that Real Madrid, yeah, stylistically are gonna do what they usually do, that little mid-block thing, and then it's whether City's side-to-side fucking football can penetrate. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's just all it is. That's all it is. I think stylistically it's not going to be a great game, but I'm watching it anyway because it's the biggest game that's on today, bro.
So,
Do Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's going to be a good game. Like, I don't expect it
Nah.
to be because City are low on confidence, and
And
Real Madrid are
Madrid
just
being the
boring
away
innit?
team will be a bit more like conservative.
For sure, and they're just boring anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like they're not exciting to watch. City haven't been exciting to watch
Ain't
this
they got a
season.
ton of injuries themselves?
Who,
Madrid.
Madrid?
Yeah.
Apparently, because they said Tchouaméni's been playing centre back, so they
Because
must
I
have
heard
some
Rudiger
defensive
was out, but I'm not sure who else.
Well, if Tchouaméni's playing centre back, then they must have a few defensive injuries. I say I don't think
Yeah,
Madrid
you know,
need to play
Militao I
mid-block.
think's got a long-term injury as well now I think about
There
it.
you go. Listen, yeah, these man will play a mid-block. Real Madrid will play a mid-block against everyone, blood. Like, man is saying they don't need to play against this City team, bro. Real Madrid are not going to go to Man City and attack them, bro. They don't need to, especially with the pace of Vinicius and Mbappe. Like, a mid-block's completely
Let's
fine
chat.
for them. Do you know what I'm saying? So Vasquez out, Militao out, Alaba out. Yeah, so man said Tchouaméni and Asensio centre backs.
This is
It's
a whole
mad.
back line.
Yeah, fuck.
Mad.
So now it's going to be interesting. Do you know what I mean? And then
Carvajal as
tomorrow,
well.
yeah, bro. Yeah, that's why they
Bro,
were
he's
trying to
alright
push
back.
for Trent. Maybe that's why they were trying to push for Trent, innit?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, so that must have been a long-term injury for Carvajal. And then tomorrow is I think I'm gonna do the AC Milan Feyenoord game, bro. I don't think I'm gonna watch Bayern fucking Celtic, bro, because
Not
that
doing
game
Everton
just
Liverpool.
that game just sounds shit. Nah, bro. I think I want to watch the AC Milan game, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because they got bare, they got bare ballers that man knows. That's why I will watch that game. Because it's like, why not?
Nah, here at Chat
Yeah.
AC Chelsea.
Yeah, bro. Because it's like Liverpool, Everton. I don't really care about that game. Like Liverpool are supposed to win, and if they don't win, who cares? Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like that. It's a
Title's still
nothing game.
theirs.
It's a nothing. Exactly. It's a nothing game for me. I'll be honest. So I'll keep an eye on the Liverpool result, obviously, but I'm just gonna watch the AC game. The man said,
Nah,
as
I
a
hear it.
City fan, Madrid will win. Bellingham, Cameron, Valverde, midfield will destroy Kova, Gundo, Bernardo. They should do. And Mbappe, Vinny will cook our defense. Our attack is shit. Haaland will ghost. You know what? You might be right. You know what I mean? When it look in terms of the matchups, the mobility or lack of mobility in Man City's midfield is crazy. I can't lie. Them man's midfield, it's like they aged overnight. And football does that. Football does that to you. It looks like their midfield just
Branislav Ivanovic is my biggest case study on that. I've never seen
Yeah.
such a fall off in my life.
Yeah, bro. These man just age overnight. It's like 1 minute, everything looks calm, and then next minute, boy, do you know what I mean? It's time to go to Saudi, fam. So I don't know. I think that Man City midfield, yeah, the lack of mobility could do them over. But who knows? Do you know what I'm saying?
Because
Who
they blocked
actually-
our midfield off the park. I was sitting there in that away and losing my mind.
Yep. So now it's gonna be interesting. Like, where do you think that game's going anyway? Do you think City can do it?
They're always capable of it. I don't know though, because like I think Madrid's second leg. I could see a draw first leg, and then Madrid do it at their ground.
I hear it. Yeah, I think over 2 legs, Real Madrid should beat Man City. If they don't, man have to ask serious questions because they've definitely got the better individuals, and even though they've got injuries though, but even that, like even depth wise, do you know what I'm saying? Like Man City ain't got really nothing. Like they ain't really got nothing outside of the guys starting. You're not really worried about them doing anything, bro. So Real Madrid should win over 2 legs, man. I think.
Yeah, like, at least
Madrid
they
are
got
a team
midfield
full of-
options and attacking options.
Yeah, Madrid are a team full of individuals, but when you set up in that mid block here, you don't even need to have that much cohesion. That I think that's the way. That's why watching Madrid so shit for me because there's just no chemistry. Like there's no real cohesion when I watch them play. It does really look like a team full of individuals, but the individuals have enough quality to just get the job done, innit? That's just what it is, bro. Like you don't know what Madrid, like what football you're gonna watch, bro. You don't. Like they don't really have a style, bro. Their style is just like keep nice and tight defensively, yeah, and then just try and be devastating in transition. But it's kind of there's no real flow to their football. It's kind of dead. It's kind of dead. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tie. Always is.
I said, Mamouche not playing. Why not? Can he not play or something like that until later on? Or
have they not registered their second team yet?
Surely he should be able to play.
Yeah, I thought he would have been registered by now.
No, it's
It's a
mad.
weird
I
one.
don't know. Oh, he can play. So they're saying he can play.
Yeah, chat's very 50-50.
Yeah, so he'll play then. Yeah, so he'll play then. He'll play.
Yeah,
then.
he's been registered. He'll be in the squad.
He'll play then, man. And they need him still. They need him for today, man. But it would be interesting, man. It would be interesting. We're definitely going to be here for that anyway, people, regardless, because, yeah, man, whether the game's a good game or not, it's the biggest game of the night, bruv. So, like, we're not missing that shit for free, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So, the game is the game, man. Let's get these lights up as well, man. Let's get these
run
lights
up the lights, guys. Don't be like my tapped attack.
Trust me, you got over 1,100 in here, people. Do you know what I'm saying? We got 500 likes target. We should be able to hit
Not
that
even
easy.
50% conversion rate. What's wrong with you lot?
That's what I'm saying, people. So run it up. Is Doku still injured for Man City?
I haven't heard anything on that. No,
Yeah, I ain't seen him for a minute for them lot. Do you know what I mean? Not that he's good or anything, but City need all the weapons that they can get.
I hear that.
The show with Gunners after this people. So I'm gonna redirect there still. What's that? 115? I don't know, bro.
You close to 115.
Yeah, but we're still a little bit away. Do you know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
We're only on 114.4 or something like that. There's still a little bit to go, bro.
Yeah, soon come.
Yeah, but I'm not even looking at it, to be honest, bro. It just
I hear it, man.
It just run up. You get me, man? Just keep turning up every day, innit? That's what you do, fam.
Part of the grind.
That's it. Man said, I think we can smoke Celtic. Yeah, I think you'll smoke Celtic. That's partly why I'm not gonna watch it, brother. To be honest, I think the game's gonna be mad one-sided.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's gonna be mad one-sided. That's why I want to watch the Feyenoord game, Feyenoord AC Milan. I think it'll be a bit more competitive.
I said they bought Jimenez just to play him against them. That's rough.
That
is rough.
It will be interesting, bro. We're here though, people. What you got coming up anyway, bro?
I think I got capital conflict with Northside and Jay and Mike's around 6. And I don't think I'm going to do Real Madrid City. I think I'm just going to run that show and I'll be good. But yeah, that'll be my day. And yeah, big up everyone. Always great to be back on, even though it's been a bit more of a therapy session this time.
No, it gets like that though, bro. Do you know what I mean? And obviously both teams. Nah, you lot play on Friday. I was gonna say,
yeah.
We got time
Valentine's
off,
Day chills. Let's go.
Yeah, we got time off. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You're not playing this weekend.
We are, but we don't play during the week. You play on Friday, innit?
Oh, yeah.
I think we play on Sunday.
Oh, we had the midweek off last week. We didn't do anything with it. Got knocked out the cup.
So yeah, bruv. It's peak. We play on Sunday. You play on Friday, right? Against Brighton?
Yep, Brighton again. I dare you go lose to them again.
Fuck. You know, like that.
Just leave the sporting directors back there and leave Sanchez and that dumb goalkeeping coach. You know, win or lose, leave him there.
That's it. So yeah, it's a madness. But yeah, people, make sure you run up those likes. Hit a rants raid in Gunner's chat. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll see you guys in a sec.